everybody. It's time for Dave TV. And how y'all doing, everybody? There we are on a beautiful February the 1st, 2015. Ain't it gorgeous? Yeah, baby. So how y'all doing? I'm out here hiking this morning. Got my Milwaukee's Best Ice Beer. Anyway, how y'all doing, everybody? It's Dave TV. I just thought I'd do my Dave TV out here while I'm doing a hike today. So I just did a bit of the cross-county trail here in Fairfax County and some other trails. And then I came back and then I thought, oh, let's go do a little more hiking because it's so nice out. The weather's been so sucky lately and I haven't been able to get my regimen of walking in. So I'm out doing it. So today's Dave TV is, as usual, brought to you by the Realm Network. The Realm Network, whole bunch of cool shows on there. Kirk McEwen, Buzz Burbank, oh, whole bunch of stuff. Anyway, check them out. You go to the top of DCR TV's front page of the right column, and there you'll see a whole link to all their new story, all their new podcasts. Check it out. You can listen to them right there while you're reading DCR TV. It makes a great background for my website. The official background of Dave TV. Anyway, okay, so what's the big news? Big news? I had an interesting chat the other day with Jonathan. Jonathan used to be live in the DC area. He was a big fan of radio here. He lived in I guess somewhere in the DC area, and he liked to listen to JFK back when Don and Mike and all that were on. And anyway, we did a nice chat the other day. He does a Sadly Lacking radio podcast, and we did a nice talk about Beth Ann McBride. Remember Beth Ann? She used to be, I think, the producer for the Don and Mike show back when it was on WJFK back in 2006-ish, something like that. Anyway, somebody tracked her down, and she's now working at a station called Happy 92.7 in Erie, Pennsylvania. And her name is Sherry now, Sherry McBride. And apparently Chad Dukes over there at JFK does the afternoon show. You know, he likes to stir things up because that's how he gets his 17th place in the ratings. Way to go. Well, I'm sure he does better in the male demos, but anyway. Anyhow, he claims that she stole some ideas from him that he did on his show or on his podcast with Big O, and oh, she's using some of the same bits that I did, and well, yeah, they all do that. You know, everybody in radio steals from one another. They all do it. They all do it. They do it in journalism. They do it everywhere. But the thing is this. If you go copyright something. If you have knuckleheads in the news or something like that, copyright that. And then if somebody then uses it in a commercial purpose, you can then either sue them or charge them a fee or whatever. Take them to court. So there we go with that. Okay, and so one of the big stories this past week was WAMU making a bunch of cuts. And they cut 2 part-timers, or three or four part-timers and 2 full-timers. They're getting rid of their Intersection HD3 channel, which was one of their digital sub-channels. It had a mix of news and music and stuff on it. And they're also scaling back their Ocean City operation, and they're scaling bluegrass country. Remember when it was that somebody at HUR a couple years ago was doing a kind of a stunting thing, and they had black country, like Charlie Daniels. Not Charlie Daniels, Charlie Pride, yeah. What's the black country guy? Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Anyway, so somebody's saying, so what's WAMU going to do with their HD3 with no more intersection? You know, and that would be, you know, what they... According to one of the memos that came from the station, what they're going to do is just shut it down. So they'll just have their standard signal, you know, WAMU News Talk, whatever, public radio, and then they'll have Bluegrass Country on their HD2, and that's it. Even though, you know, they could still be using that HD3 for something. And the thing is, I think, and a lot of other folks said, why don't they just relay some cool station from out of the market that we don't have that presence of music here. We don't have a AAA station in Washington. We don't have a station that's adult alternative album, what do they call it? Who calls albums? But it's basically an adult album rock station. And WTMD, Towson University's station in Baltimore, 89.7, is a wonderful station. It has Weasel on it from the old WHFS. It's got a lot of cool people. And you can't hear them down in the Washington area. Their signal is very bad down here. So why don't they just make a deal with WAMU and relay WTMD on WAMU's HD3? Wouldn't cost any money, and it would be doing a wonderful public service. It's not going to cut into WAMU's listenership because there's no AAA station in this market. That would be a really cool thing. So WAMU could say we're on 89.7 here in Baltimore and on 88.5 HD3 in Washington. I think that would be a wonderful thing. Just plop them on there. And, why turn that off when you could use it for something? And then maybe they could do some kind of cross-promotional deals with WAMU. WAMU has an excellent signal. 88.5 gets up into Baltimore. Great. Maybe they could do some cross-promotional deals with WTMD so that more people in Baltimore would listen to WAMU. Maybe they could do some news features or some music features or something for WTMD, but do some kind of a cross-promotional thing rather than just simply shutting down the HD3. JJ Yore, how about that? But anyhow, I think that's a good idea. Or another good idea is WXPN in Philadelphia, which is a wonderful station. You can listen to it on the web. Well, you can listen to WTMD on the web too, but it's nice to have that mobile you can listen to in the car or something, or whatever on the HD3, and do that. Put WXPN on, or XPN programming on the HD3. Now, they do carry some of that XPN exponential programming on there. Why not do more of that, or fill it up with cool alternative rock, or maybe even do something like, I don't know, let the students at American University program the HD3. Just do it as a volunteer service and put, so we actually have some community college radio on the air in Washington. The one thing Washington misses is college radio. We don't have anything like that, like other cities do. And why not maybe just take that HD3 and say, okay, we'll have a little studio over here, and you guys can come in and just play what you want. Students can volunteer their time. It's not going to cost us any money. Well, I guess they're going to have to pay for music rights and stuff, but that might cost something, I guess. I don't know. But, I don't know. That seems like more of a public service. Shutting it down, don't you think? So what does that say about Karen Mathis? Karen Mathis, she was we're kind of just going as we go here. So what does that say about Karen Mathis? Karen Mathis left as WAMU's head honcho back earlier in 2014 and took a job out in Seattle at some public radio station out there. And she built the station into a powerhouse. It was getting great ratings, and sometimes it was #1 in the market. It was challenging, it still does challenge WTOP for the top position in many weeks. It's one of the highest public radio stations in the market, but at the same time it was sucking up the cash. So here comes JJ coming in, and he's, I guess, trying to, keep the ratings up, which he probably can do. Cut the spending. So we shall see what JJ can do, but I really do think that WAMU needs to keep that HD3 up because there's so many vital things they can do with that. As I said, a WTMD relay would be wonderful. Putting some XPN programming on there would be wonderful. Or even using it, or maybe some mix of all three, using it as a place for college students to broadcast some music and get some experience in the DC radio community. I think all three of those, or a mix of all three, would be a perfect way to use that HD3 rather than just turning it off. Okay, there we are. Isn't that pretty? This is the golf course, by the way, in Reston. This is where they want to build a bunch of condos and stuff because the metro station is right over there. The company that owns this, some big insurance company wants to sell this off and redevelop it, so we'll see. Anyway, all right, folks. What else is going on in the world of Dave TV? We're a little bit below our fundraising for 2015. about $300 off our goal for the end of the month. Okay, at the end of January. So please take a few minutes and send us a few bucks, okay? Really. You can PayPal it to us at our dcrtv@hotmail.com address. You can mail it to us. Just click on the little support link thing on the top of DCRTV's front page for the address. You can send cash in the mail. People do that, that's fine. I don't care. Just wrap it up so the postman doesn't see it and steal it. Or just send a check. Whatever. But we're a little bit below our donation level for last year. So do help us out. All right, folks. Thanks for watching Dave TV for the 1st of February. Super Bowl Sunday. Go Reds. Go Washington's NFL franchise. All right, folks. Adios, amigos.